The Lifelong Project podcast is brought to you by Instructing.com, where you can receive all of your project management training for just $9 a month. That's right, $9 a month. Get all of your PM training, your PDUs. Go check it out today for a free PDU at Instructing.com. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Lifelong Project podcast. I wanted to take some time today and kind of catch up. Where the hell have I been, right? Well, it has been a busy, crazy 6 weeks. Way back in December, we went to Indianapolis, my wife and I, to visit her family for Christmas, and that was a great time. And saw a lot of friends and her family, and celebrated the holiday there. And so it was really fun. I really enjoyed myself. However, got a really nasty sinus infection after flying from Florida to Indianapolis. So that wasn't a lot of fun. I was kind of down for a couple of days on this little vacation, just starting right after Christmas. And from there, we went to Las Vegas. So we got to Vegas, and we were going out to Vegas to celebrate my birthday, the New Year's, and our 4th wedding anniversary, which was in January. So we had a lot packed into those couple of weeks, but we went out to Vegas, and I do have a good time in Vegas. I like to play a little poker, play a little blackjack. We saw several shows. We went and ate too much, walked all over town. It was a really good time. I think for me, the highlight of the week, though, was on my birthday. My wife took me to this racetrack in the outside of Las Vegas there, and you can rent a car and ride on the racetrack. And so I got to go 7 laps in a Lamborghini, and that was pretty awesome. I got up to about 200 in this Lambo. And in fact, I'll put a video of it out on my YouTube channel if you're curious. But it was really, really cool. And obviously I was feeling better and had a great time. And you got to drive this car. And there's a guy in the car with you that kind of coaches you along and speed up or slow down or upshift or downshift. And it was really, really cool. And so we had just a tremendous time out there. Saw the fireworks in Vegas on New Year's Eve or at midnight there, like you're supposed to do. And it was just a whole bunch of fun. So I had a great time. Came back with a good intent to get back to work and to get back to work on this podcast and some classes. But I had this sinus infection just lingering. I thought I was over it, and then came back and it kicked up again. I had to go back to the doctor and got over it. Had about a week of being healthy and getting ready to catch up. And then here it came again. And so it really this time got down into my chest, and I had some really bad bronchitis. And that really set me back, just totally wiped me out. It was worse than the other two. Had to go to the doctor a couple of times, and finally they gave me some steroids, which knocked this thing out. So health-wise, it's been just a really long month for me. I feel like today's the first day that I'm out of it. Maybe it's still lingering a little bit, but I feel so much better now, and I'm thankful for that. Makes you thankful for your health. You need your health in order to work and to get things done and to feel like doing anything. Well, one of the goals that I have set out for this year in 2019 is the Pmi Pba. I don't have this certification, and I have in my downtime been reading the Pmi Pba and doing some prep work and getting ready to pass that exam. And so that'll probably be a couple of months before I pass the exam. I want to be realistic in my study efforts. And then I'll be going on to create a course on this. So look for that. It'll probably be more like in the summer that the course will be released. So it'll be a little bit ways out there, but that's one of my goals, my big goal for 2019. So the Pmi Pba, that's a professional business analyst, and a lot of you have asked for that. And I'm not going to rush into this. I'm not going to rush and create a poor product, and I'm certainly not going to rush and fail the exam. So I'm being methodical and taking my time and making sure that I really understand it to the depth that I can teach this with confidence as well. But I'm finding the material, I won't say easy, but I understand the material. And so I think that this is something I'll be able to accomplish. You may have noticed that I have a new offer on my website, instructing.com. And I've received a lot of emails about this. What I'm doing is all of my classes you can have for $9. That's right. All of my classes, my PMP exam prep, my CAPM, my PMI ACP exam prep. I have a math class, but I also have things like goal setting and the lifelong project. And I have Microsoft Excel for project managers and Microsoft Project. I mean, there's a whole bunch of classes on my website now, and you get all of them for $9 a month. That's right, $9 a month. You can cancel whenever you want. You can go out there for 1 month, and if you don't like it, you don't have to renew. But it's $9 a month, so I think that is an excellent deal. And I'll be adding new classes as the year progresses. Like my PBA class will be out there when it's published, for example. And I have a couple other classes that I'm working on that a client has requested that I'll be selling on instructing.com as part of this bundle. If you want to go just try it out, you want to see what it's like, there is a free PDU, a professional development unit, that you can get just by entering your email address on a form on instructing.com. Just look for the free PDU. And I have a 1-hour class, totally free, no obligation to buy anything at all, that is on the 10 gold nuggets of project management. So it's kind of a fun class, but it gives you an introduction to me if you're not familiar with my courses, or you just want to check out how this site works. Or you just want a free PDU. So go check it out at instructing.com and you can get a free PDU. And then I encourage you to sign up for my subscription. It's all of my classes. So education as a service, $9 a month. You cannot beat that price anywhere for this level of education. And so I take a lot of pride in that, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's a great way to get your PDUs or to prepare to pass for the PMP, the CAPM, the ACP, or you want to learn some of those other topics. Now, a new course that I'm working on right now is I am revamping the beginner's guide to project management. So I had a request from a client to create a more robust beginner's guide to project management. So I am updating that course. I'm making a brand new course, and I'll post some information about that on my website and in the Facebook group, so you can look for that. But it will be a brand new, kind of a fundamentals to advanced course, like a 0 to hero or something like that. I haven't quite decided on the name, but it's going to be a really robust class. So for those of you who are starting your career as a project manager, this will be a good place to pick up. So look for that information later this month. So what am I going to do with this podcast? It's been obviously a podcast for me as a bit of a marketing tool. Well, I've been thinking about it as I've been sick and resting over the past few weeks, that what am I going to do with this thing? Do I want to keep it a pure project management website and talk about risk and talk about procurement and all of that jazz that we all know as project managers? No, I don't think so. I think that stuff's out there. I mean, I teach it. It's on YouTube. There are other podcasts that do that. So I'm going to go back in this podcast, and I'm going to keep it more like this, more conversational, but I'm also going to talk more about the heart of the lifelong project, which is we use project management to achieve goals. That's the whole point of the lifelong project. Take the principles of project management and then use that to achieve your goals. So what my intent is this year for the Lifelong Project is to explore goal setting and to explore ambition and getting things done and achievement. And then to talk about how does project management, help us to do those things. So I want to really talk about project management as a methodology that we can use in our life to get things done. Now, I'm not, going to be such a purist, like, okay, you got to write a project charter, and now you need a scope statement, now you need a risk management plan or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but more about just, some common sense that if you're struggling with getting things done, as I often do, I have a lot of goals that I want to get done. So how can I leverage what we already know in project management to get things done, to keep moving forward? So that's what my plans are for the Lifelong Project this year. I want to be a lot more consistent in publishing these podcasts. So that's one of my goals as well, is to stay consistent on every week, coming out with a podcast and sharing with you some of my thoughts and what's going on in my life. So a little bit more conversational. If there are topics that you would like me to address, drop me a note, cs@instructing.com. Thanks for listening, and I will see you, or we'll talk next week here in the Lifelong Project Podcast. Keep moving forward.